Welcome to Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your SmackDown video for this week and 205 Live results. Birthdays from this is for the week of the 27th of August. First birthday you got from the 27th. Great Khali turned 47 years old. Sergeant Slaughter turned 70. Jazz, the real name of Carlene Moore Begnaud, turned 45. And Milano Collection AT, also known as Akihito Sawafuji, turned 43. Longtime booker and pro wrestler George Scott was born August 27th, died at the age of 84 on January 20th, 2014. Luna Vachon died of a drug overdose at the age of 48 on August 27th, 2010. Dark main events advertised on the arena website for SmackDown taping were scheduled as New Day versus Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, and Rowan. Also, Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Stay tuned for what actually happened after SmackDown and 205 Live. Rollins and Becky Lynch missed Raw because they were still on vacation. Which is also why last weekend's Raw live events and events scheduled for the coming weekend were nixed. The ones that were supposedly in Louisiana. Also noted, Rollins and Lynch were engaged to be married last week while on vacation. Backstage segment on last night's Raw with Rollins and Braun Strowman was filmed last week and put into this week's show. Also noted, Strowman versus Rollins for the Universal title has been announced for the Clash of Champions on September 15th, along with Strowman and Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Lynch did take to Twitter and responded to last night's promo from Banks. And here's what she wrote. Pity you can't promo in emo memes and song lyrics too, huh? Former WWE superstar Alex Riley revealed on Instagram that he was hospitalized on Sunday. He tweeted the following and wrote, "Pain of his descendants, #Christ." No word yet on why Riley was hospitalized, but I'll keep you updated, as I recently posted that he does need a back surgery. And you can go to that link to see that for yourself. And also, the pic didn't show. NWA President Billy Corgan announced that the promotion would begin producing its own TV series out of Atlanta, Georgia. First tapings will be on September 30th and October 1st. 2 nights of taping. Names expected to be at the first tapings: NWA World Champion Nick Aldis, Camille, NWA National Champion James Storm, NWA World Champion Allison Kay, Eli Drake, and other former NWA World Champions. The studio wrestling show will be taped at the GPB Studios in Atlanta. VIP packages go on sale September 3rd at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, which will give you early seating to fans on both days, exclusive merchandise, and meet and greets. Only limited to 100 fans. Disappointment. General admission tickets will go on sale the same day at 12 Eastern Time, but do not include merchandise or meet and greets. It looks like we could see the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, challenge for the Universal Championship title at the upcoming Hell in a Cell pay-per-view next month, inside the cell. The Golden1 Center in Sacramento, California, the site of October 6th Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, made a tweet on Tuesday and said that the Fiend is challenging Raw Tag Team Champion Braun Strowman or Raw Tag Team and Universal Champion Seth Rollins to a cell match. They wrote, quote, "Get ready at WWE fans. The Fiend at WWE Bray Wyatt challenges at WWE Rollins or at Braun Strowman to a #HIAC match. Rollins is set to defend the Universal title against Strowman at WWE Clash of Champions on September 15th. They will also team up that night to defend the Raw Tag Team titles against a team of Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode." From your results from the Raw video. The next WWE pay-per-view after Clash of Champions is Hell in a Cell. The Arena website currently has Randy Orton versus WWE Champion Kofi Kingston plus Rollins versus Drew McIntyre advertised. So you get 3 months of Randy Orton versus Kofi. Rollins versus Drew McIntyre is advertised, but WWE has not confirmed those matches, and they could change, as they always have, subject cards to change on their tickets. Also noted, Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer Live, WWE Chairman Vince McMahon was not at the arena for the live edition of SmackDown from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Vince was said to be using the phone to go over tonight's Blue Brand script, as they've been changing the script weekly now. In an update, Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer noted on Twitter that Vince was cheering up the plans for tonight. He had it, good or bad. This is a heavy Vince show tonight. So there's still no Eric Bischoff doing the scripts and what have you. WWE reportedly had talks about bringing the Authors of Pain back to TV on Monday, but did not use them from New Orleans. A common wrestler was said to be an option for last night's 8-team tag team turmoil match on Raw. According to Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Live, there was no word yet on why he didn't return, but officials declined against using them. Thus, you got your winners of the match, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Superstar Peyton Royce got married to AEW star Shawn Spears this past weekend, and WWE congratulated the couple on their website and referred to Spears as his real name and his former WWE ring name, Ty Dillinger. And you can see what WWE congratulatory announcement here. Peyton Royce gets married. The summer of love continues in WWE, Drake Maverick excluded, with the nuptials of Peyton Royce and Ron Arneal, real name, Ty Dillinger this weekend. WWE offers its congratulations to Royce and Arneal on their wedding. Cheers to a marriage that is nothing short of iconic. Iconic. New trailer has been released for Girl on the Third Floor with star CM Punk at this link, which is it's a new trailer being released for Girl on the Third Floor horror movie. The movie features CM Punk in his first starring role for any movie. Will hit theaters and be released on demand on Friday, October 25th. Getting ready for Halloween. The synopsis for the movie reads like this: bursting pipes, rotting walls, and unidentifiable slime were not what Don Coke, WWE legend Phil CM Punk Brooks, accepted when he convinced his wife, Liz Trish Kelly Dunn of Showtime's Banshee and Applesauce, that he should rehab their new Victorian home himself. In over his head, under duress, tempted by his old weaknesses, Don soon discovers that the house has its own dark, sordid history and won't be so easy to renovate after all. Kevin Owens did a mostly kayfabe interview at the Shore to promote Saturday's SmackDown Live event at the Wildwoods Convention Center in Wildwood, New Jersey. Here's some highlights. He spoke on it. He much enjoys working with AJ Styles in the ring. Yeah, I don't enjoy it at all, actually. I'd rather never have to work with him again. He has my title. I have to go after it, and it looks like we're nowhere near done. Unfortunately, I have to step in the ring with him several more times. It's part of what we do. Kevin Owens are being told to not get hopes up about main roster advice from Raw star Daniel Bryan. His perfect opponent if he were to main event WrestleMania. I feel like Sami Zayn. It would be such a great chapter to our story. We've been at each other's throats and by each other's sides simultaneously in the last 15 years. It would be great to do something with him. And also Finn Balor, who was my best friend in real life. We got to the WWE exact same time and didn't know each other beforehand. we had a bit of a contact here and there before because we knew we both would spend time there. We bonded over that. Once we got to Orlando, we become very close quickly, and getting to the main event with him would be incredible. It would be another incredible chapter to our story. We both kind of dove into the uncharted territories, him from Japan, and me from other places, Ring of Honor, as well as Canadian wrestling. We both did well for ourselves. To get to achieve that was very special. Owens also discussed why Styles is a bad reputation for the U.S. Representative for the U.S. If you can say one nice thing about Sami Zayn and more at this link. WWE's Women's Tag Team Champion Alexa Bliss took to Instagram to reveal her new back tattoo. The ink features white ink and was done by Stephanie James, who works at the Hart and Huntington Tattoo Company in Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. And she's spending some time recently in Orlando with Disney on a possible vacation. Bliss noted that the new tattoo is a lace design that incorporates several meaningful things to her. Quote, "This tattoo is a lace design that incorporates a lot of meaningful things to me." Unquote. Bliss wrote. Another quote, "It includes an eating disorder recovery symbol that blossoms into a flower for..." Another quote, "New beginning," unquote. "When I was hospitalized, my hospital room was decorated in Tinkerbell items because Tink was my favorite. So I have the second star from the right from Peter Pan hanging down. And last but not least, when I was at the worst part of my eating disorder, my doctor wanted to send me to the inpatient center in Pittsburgh because seeing 5 doctors a day wasn't helping me. My parents made the decision to give me a break from seeing doctors all day everywhere. It was a constant reminder of how sick I really was. So before having to be sent away, my parents took me to Disney World to give me a small break, which happened to be the best thing for me. When I went to Disney, I actually began to eat slowly but surely. But by the end of the week, I had gotten so much healthier that I didn't need to go away to Pittsburgh. So Disney is not only my happy place, it's my healing place. So there is a hidden Mickey in the lace design. So altogether, this tattoo represents a crucial point in my life, and I love the design Stephanie came up with to represent this moment in my life. And show you a picture of that with a link from a source. The dark main event from tonight's SmackDown from the Rollins and Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, saw Asuka and Kairi Sane defeat Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. SmackDown opened up with a video package on Roman Reigns' mystery storyline. We see how Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan revealed a man who looked like Rowan last week, a guy from NXT UK, as my prediction was wrong, presenting him to Reigns as the man behind the original attack. But Kelly Braxton backstage with Roman Reigns now, asking if he has anything to say to Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan in response to how they demanded an apology. Reigns says he has a lot to say. It would be better said in the ring. And he walks off to end the segment. Live, back inside the Raising Cane's Center, Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge, Tom Phillips welcomes us to the show, China Dream with Corey Graves and Byron Saxon. We go right to the ring. Out comes Kofi Kingston. As the New Day's music hits, Tom leads us to a video package on the recent happening between Kofi and Randy Orton. We come back to the ring. Tom hypes Orton versus Kofi at Clash of Champions. Fan chant for Kofi as he takes the mic. Kofi says Orton likes to slither around the ring and calls him stupid, but who got their butt knocked out last week. Out of nowhere, Kofi says things have escalated between he and Orton, but Orton took it to a whole new level by making it personal. Orton made it personal by bringing his family into it, and by siding with the Revival to take out his New Day brothers. Kofi says it felt good to hit the Revival with a steel chair. And the last thing we saw after that was Orton slithering up the ramp like a coward. With fear in his eyes, Orton was scared because he saw the look in Kofi's eyes. The look that said, he doesn't play around when you mess with his family. Kofi goes on and hypes the SummerSlam rematch at Clash of Champions. Kobe says he gets to prove to Orton that he was wrong about Kobe all those years ago when he said Kobe wasn't ready. Kobe says Orton will find out exactly what he is, our WWE champion. Orton interrupts on the big screen, calling Kobe stupid over and over again. Orton says there's nothing he'd love to do than to come show everyone how stupid Kobe is. But he's going to wait until Clash. In the meantime, Orton has something to show Kobe. He was sitting in his hotel earlier thinking of ways to make Kobe stupid. When someone sent a letter under his door, Orton said he usually doesn't read a fan mail, but this was written with heart and it touched him. Orton reads a letter from someone begging Orton to stop hurting him. Because Orton is mean, and it makes the fan cry himself to sleep every night. Orton keeps reading and reveals the letter came from one of his sons. Orton mocks Kobe and says he's staying in the same hotel Kobe's family is. Orton says he doesn't need to become pen pals with Kobe's son or write him back. He can simply go pay him a visit. Orton balls the letter up and walks off. Kobe exits the ring and runs to the back. Camera goes backstage and we see Kobe and Orton brawling in the gorilla position. Kobe gets the upper hand and beats Orton on the top of the table as the officials try to pull them apart. Kobe pounds Orton some more and Orton turns around. Orton drops Kobe on the floor with a DDT from the table. Orton calls Kobe stupid several times as he's back out of the room. The officials check on Kobe, who was spaced down and laid out. We'll go to commercial. Back from the commercial, and Keller backs backstage outside the trainer's room with SmackDown Tag Team Champion Big E, who will be facing Randy Orton later on. Big E promises Kobe to be good to compete at Clash of Champions, but he can't say the same for Orton after their match tonight. We get a look at the recent King of the Ring tournament matches and the brackets. King of the Ring first round match, Ali versus Buddy Murphy. Then we go to the ring. Out first comes Ali as Greg Hamilton does the introduction. We see the King of the Ring throne, crown, scepter, and robe on the stage. Buddy Murphy was out next. They shake hands to start it off. Ali takes to the corner with a big chop. They run the ropes and show each other up. Ali takes Murphy down with the scissors. Murphy goes to the floor to escape. Ali runs the ropes, Murphy runs back in and meets him with a big shot, dropping him for a 2 count. We go to commercial with Murphy in control and holding his jaw. Ali tries to go to the top, but Murphy grabs his ankle. Ali kicks him away and goes to the top, but Murphy cuts him off. Murphy with a kick and a power bomb from the top. He holds up for a 2 count. Murphy keeps control with a knee and a brain buster for another close pin attempt. Murphy can't believe Ali kicks out. Pan jack, this is awesome. As Murphy gets to his feet, the trade strikes in the middle ring. Murphy unloads, but Ali kicks him back down. Ali ends up hitting a huge tornado EDT while Murphy is on the apron. Draped over the second rope and hanging halfway in the ring, Ali goes to the top, hits 450 for the win and to advance. After the match, Ali recovers as the music hits. We go to replays. Ali and Murphy meet in the middle ring, staring each other down. They shake hands and Murphy raises Ali's arm in the air, then exits the ring with a show of respect, like in Ring of Honor. After a match, you shake hands. Tom shows us the updated King of the Ring brackets. Ali versus Elias is confirmed for next week. The final first round match will happen later on with Chad Gable versus Shelton Benjamin. Still to come, will Roman Reigns apologize to Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan? Bayley is backstage looking at SmackDown Women's title when Ember Moon walks in. She mentions Charlotte Flair and Bayley says she's been meaning to talk about SummerSlam, but Moon doesn't want to. Moon promises to beat Bayley the next time they meet in the ring. Moon goes on and says no matter what Charlotte Flair says, she is not the face of the division, Bayley is. She goes on with props for Bayley and says the best woman won their match. Lacey Evans interrupts and mocks him, adding that the whole division needs to step up, setting up their match. Evans says she is the real face of the division, but Moon and Bayley just laugh in her face. Evans says she will prove it in her match with Bayley tonight. And next up we get Miz versus Sami Zayn. We go to the ring. Out comes the Miz first. Tom talks about Sami Zayn and the U.S. and the WWE United States Champion Shinsuke Nakamura attacking Miz last week. Also plugs tonight's Miz and Mrs. Season 1 finale on the USA Network. How many times are they going to have a Season 1 finale? Miz hits the ring and poses as we go to commercial. Back from the break, and Miz has a mic. Fan chat Miz is awesome now. We'll get a look at last week's Miz TV segment when Zayn and Nakamura double teamed him. Miz calls Sammy the spokesperson for Nakamura now. He says he's a stage 5 clinger. Miz goes on and says Sammy is riding Nakamura's coattails because he couldn't make it in a WWE ring himself. Miz yells some more about Sammy and Nakamura, saying he made the Intercontinental title, took it to the main event, and will do it again. Miz finally issues a challenge to Nakamura for WWE Clash of Champions. Sammy's music hits and out he comes with a mic. Fans boo. Sammy says Miz clearly doesn't understand the dynamic between Sammy and Nakamura. That's fine, and Miz can say whatever he wants about Sammy. But Sammy is a liberator and has liberated Nakamura, making him feel free and better than he has in years. Sammy then mocks Miz for continuing to associate himself with the IC title like it belongs to him. Sammy informs everyone that Nakamura is the IC champion, and they boo. Sammy goes on running Miz down with insults, calling him the king of soft style, while Nakamura is the king of strong style. Sammy, now speaking from ringside, says maybe it's time Miz had some respect beaten into him. Miz tells him to come to the ring and do it. Miz throws his arms up and waits for a fight. Sammy says that's not how it works around here. We don't just do things on Miz's time to try and please these idiots. Miz offers to come out of the ring and beat respect into Sammy. Sammy warns him, backing up the ramp and saying Miz is making a mistake. Nakamura suddenly attacks Miz from behind. Sammy runs his mouth on the mic while Nakamura sends Miz into the barriers and delivers several kicks. Nakamura then sends Sammy into the apron as boos continues while Sammy is ranting on the mic. Nakamura delivers a Kasasha against the apron, and Sammy yells and laughs into the microphone. Fans are booing again. Sammy orders Nakamura to take Miz into the ring. Sammy thanks him. Sammy holds Miz's head up while Nakamura delivers a Kasasha. Sammy calls for everyone to give it up for Nakamura as they stand tall together. Fans boo, Nakamura's hits, and that's the end of the segment. Still to come, Big E versus Randy Orton. Elias backstage playing his guitar in Shane McMahon's office. Kevin Owens walks in and stations the guitar. Elias tells him to learn to knock. Owens says the door was open. But what is Elias doing in here? They have a few more words, and Owen asks where Shane is. Elias says Shane isn't here tonight. Owen thanks Elias and walks off with something on his mind. Bayley versus Lacey Evans. Up next, we go to ring out comes SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley for the non-title election. Go to commercial. Back from the break. Bayley waits in the ring as Lacey Evans makes her way out. Back and forth early on. Bayley takes Lacey down by her arm and keeps her grounded. Bayley focuses on the arm and they tangle someone on the mat. Botching a hole or two, it appears. Evans scoops Bayley out of nowhere for a slam in the middle of the ring. Evans kicks Bayley around as fans rally for the champ. Evans takes Bayley to the corner and unloads with boots. Evans goes for the headstand in the corner, but Bayley pushes her over. They end up on the floor with Bayley landing more offense, including a clothesline on the 4-4 pop. Charlotte Flair comes walking out from the back on the stage. Flair watches from the stage as Bayley invites her to come and have a seat at ringside. We go to commercial. Back with Ray, Evans has Bayley grounded in the middle of the ring as Flair looks on from ringside. Evans with more offense. Bayley comes back with a big crossbody from the top for a 2 count and spans pop. Evans comes back with a knee and a gator roll. Evans works on the arm now, using the apron as the referee warns her. As you have a 5 count, and what have you. Evans takes Bayley to the corner, focusing on doing damage to her arm and shoulder. Evans launches herself at Bayley in the corner again. Covers for a 2 count. Evans keeps Bayley grounded, working on the arm. Evans goes on and covers for another pin attempt. Evans wraps Bayley's arm around the middle rope as the referee counts. Bayley finally turns around and wraps Evans around the middle rope for herself. Bayley drop kicks Evans for a 2 count. Evans kicks Bayley to the mat and taunts her. Talking trash and kicking her, Evans puts Bayley face first into the mat again. Evans stomps on the arm and keeps Bayley down. Evans slaps Bayley and talks trash, but Bayley keeps coming. The end up in the corner as Bayley sends Evans face first in the top turnbuckle again. Evans tries to big boot Bailey off the apron, but it's caught. Bailey unloads with strikes from the apron. Bailey comes back in and runs ropes for a clothesline. Then another. Fans pop for Bailey, and as Flair looks on, Bailey with a running knee to the face. Bailey applies a submission to Evans, right in front of Flair. Evans goes to the bottom rope, and the hold is broken. Bailey counters Evans on the middle rope. Evans blocks Bailey, the Bailey to belly suplex, and throws Bailey back down by her arm. Evans goes to the top and nails a big moonsault for a 2 count. Evans can't believe it, but she kicked out. Bailey goes to the floor, and Evans follows as we get a replay of the moonsault. Bailey counters and hits a suplex on the top of the barrier, slamming Evans to the floor. Both are down as the referee counts. Both make it in the ring. At the 9 count, Bailey goes right for a 2 count. Evans with a close 2 count of her own. They trade strikes, and Bailey unloads. Bailey counters a cover and nails a knee to the face. Bailey then hits her finisher. Bailey to belly, suplex, and Evans gets her hand on the bottom rope. Right before the 3 count, Flair laughs at the pin attempt. Evans with a kick to the face. Evans drops Bailey with a neck breaker. Evans tries to roll her over with a slam on the Bailey, but Bailey blocks it with her knees to the gut. Bailey hits another Bailey to belly suplex, but doesn't fully connect. Bailey climbs to the top and stares at Flair while doing so, and delivers a flying elbow to Evans and covers for the pin for the win. After the match, Flair claps it from ringside as Bailey stands tall as the music plays. Bailey raises the title in the air, stares at Flair. We go to replays. Bailey continues the celebration as Flair looks on. Still to come segment, will Roman Reigns apologize to Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan? Kayla Braxton backstage with Rowan and Bryan now, asking what they expect from Reigns after what he said earlier. Bryan says last week they presented Reigns with a man who wanted to end his career, but they haven't received an apology yet. Bryan says that they are not leaving this arena tonight until Reigns says he is sorry. Bryan and Rowan walk off. Randy Orton versus Big E was up next. We go to ring out first, goes Randy Orton. We go to commercial. Back to break. Out comes SmackDown Tag Team Champions Big E as Orton waits in the ring. Big E is all business tonight. No smiles. Bell rings and Big E goes right to work on Orton. They go to the floor. Big E sends Orton into the ring post. Big E keeps control and launches Orton over the announce table as fans pop. Well, I guess I fell asleep in this match. I don't remember any of it. But Big E is... As Big E keeps control and launches Orton over the announce table as fans pop. Big E breaks the count and goes back to Orton, but takes a thumb to the eye. Big E counters and launches Orton over the barrier into the crowd. Big E brings it back into the ring, covers for a 2 count. Big E talks trash to Orton and applies an abdominal stretch. Big E licks his hand and spanks Orton while in the hold. As fans chant for the New Day, Big E drops Orton with a shoulder for a 2 count. Big E with more trash talking to Orton. Orton turns around with another thumb to the eye. Orton launches Big E shoulder first in the corner and in the ring post. Orton kicks Big E in the corner. Orton launches Big E into another corner, and Big E explodes out with a clothesline. Big E drops Orton again for a pop from the crowd. Big E goes to splash Orton on the apron, but Orton moves and Big E lands bad. He falls out to the floor. As Orton gets to his feet and falls to the floor. Orton slams Big E back onto the announce table. Big E falls to the floor as Orton stands tall and regroups. Back to commercial. Back from the break, Big E counters at ringside, returning the paper and slamming Orton on top of the announce table. Big E brings it back into the ring, but Orton drop kicks him for a 2 count. Orton stomps away on Big E. Orton charges, but Big E hits a big overhead belly-to-belly suplex, and then another. Big E catches Orton with a third belly-to-belly suplex for a pop, and then dances over Orton and runs ropes for a splash, but the Revival hits the apron, and he swings them to send them back down. Big E blocks an RKO from Orton and tangles with him in the middle ring. Revival comes back to the apron. Numbers game gets a bang out of him, and Big E gets rocked while the referee isn't looking. Orton takes advantage and follows up with an RKO for the win. After the match, Orton stands tall over Big E as music briefly plays. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder hit the ring as Orton barks orders. Revival launches Big E into a big RKO, and they all talk trash before Big E to Big E before Orton's music starts back up. Orton and Revival hit the corner to pose together as we go to replays. Terror Schreiber is backstage with Chad Gable. He asks about people, including Shelton Benjamin. I woke up again about this and saw this segment. He's saying he's not fit for the King of the Ring. Gable downplays Shelton and his jokes. And says after tonight is over, it will be Shelton looking up at him. Shelton walks up and makes jokes on Gable's height, acting like he can't see him. Belton stares Gable down and walks off. Well, that segment he was talking. If you're not you're not at this height like a fair ride, then he can't see him. We see Elias backstage walking back to commercial. Back from the break, we see how R-Truth won the 24/7 title from Elias at Fox Founders Day event this past Friday. We'll also see how Fox Sports personality Rob Stone then won the title from R-Truth later on, but the same day in Los Angeles. But Elias ended the day by winning the title back from Stone. He currently has the title again. We go to the ring and 24/7 champion Elias is introduced in the ring. He has a spotlight plus a King of the Ring throne, robe, scepter, and crown, which he did the same thing on Raw, which he is wearing now. Elias goes on about how he will be King of the Ring in a few weeks, how good he is, and how he's taking out WWE legends. He takes shots at the people of Louisiana next. Kevin Owens suddenly appears behind Elias. Elias turns around and Owens unloads on him. They go to the floor, then come back into the ring and keep brawling. Owens catches Elias with a stunner and leaves him laying. Owens leaves with Elias laid out in the ring. R-Truth appears from the crowd. He has a referee, enters the ring and covers for the pin, but Drake Maverick pulls him out of the ring for the save. Drake enters the ring and covers Elias, pinning him to win the title. Winner new 24/7 champion, Drake Maverick. After the match, Drake takes the title and celebrates, running around the ring. And he apparently does a victory lap, first lap, and he gets tripped up by someone under the ring. I saw a hand come out, and he runs another lap around, and nobody's there, and he runs to the back. After the match, Drake takes the title and celebrates. And we cut to Chad Gable backstage warming up, doing it Scott's title towel, with the elastic popping up. And we get the last match of the first round. Shelton Benjamin versus Chad Gable. Back from the break, out first comes Shelton Benjamin for the final King of the Ring first round match. Gable was out next. The bell rings and Shelton slams Gable first for a 2 count. Benjamin more offense, including a suplex. Benjamin goes on and talks some more trash, but Gable takes him down for a 2 count. Benjamin whips Gable hard, and he goes down for another pin attempt. We see Andrade and Zelina Vega backstage watching the match, as Andrade will face the winner in the quarterfinals match next week. Shelton with more trash talking. Gable slaps him and unloads. Gable with knees and punches. Gable goes on unloading and hits a spinning neck breaker. Gable launches Benjamin with a big German suplex, but Benjamin immediately comes back with a big clothesline. They tangle and Benjamin takes Gable down into an ankle lock. Still in Kurt Angle's ankle lock submission. Gable breaks it and sends Benjamin through the ropes to the floor. Benjamin catches Gable on the floor and launches him into the barrier. Referee counts, but Benjamin brings it back to the ring. Benjamin takes Gable to the top, but Gable fights back, sending him to the mat with a headbutt. Gable then goes for a moonsault, but lands on his feet. Benjamin levels Gable with a big knee strike. Gable counters the move and rolls Benjamin up for the pin and wins and advances to the next round. After the match, Gable begins celebrating as we see Andrade and Vega watching backstage. Gable's music hits as he heads to the ramp, talking himself up as Benjamin watches from the ring. Disappointed. We see Roman Reigns backstage walking. Will he give the apology to Daniel Bryan? And Eric Rowan back to commercial. We see Roman Reigns backstage walking. Will he give an apology to Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan? Back to commercial. Back to the ring. Out comes Roman to the ring. Before Roman can speak, Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan appear on the big screen. Bryan says, "It's real simple. Reigns just has to say 2 words. I'm sorry." Reigns asks fans if he should apologize, and most say no. He asks again, and they say it louder. A no chant breaks out from the crowd. Reigns says let's check out this video, and if he needs to apologize, he will. Reigns shows us a video from the original attack attempt on SmackDown several weeks ago. There's a focus on the hooded man that looked like Rowan, and it's him. As a picture I showed a couple of weeks with a silhouette that was Rowan, looked like him, was. It's the same video that was done. Off to the right, and there's a circle on it. He has Rowan. What this is, we're seeing Bryan unloads with slaps to Rowan's face over and over again while yelling at him about hating liars. Rowan tries to say he did it for Bryan, but Bryan slaps him again over and over again, and he tells him, "Get out of here." Rowan leaves. Bryan takes the mic, walks through the backstage area, telling Reigns he has to know that Bryan hates liars. Bryan says he's been betrayed. He didn't know anything about this. Bryan goes on about how he's trusted Rowan for more than a year. Bryan comes walking down the ramp now, going on about how he knew nothing and Rowan lied to him. Bryan goes to enter the ring and says someone told Rowan to do this, but it wasn't him. Bryan enters the ring, but Reigns lays him out with a spear. A yes chant breaks out from the crowd. Reigns stands over Bryan, looks down at him as the music starts back up. SmackDown goes off the air with Reigns making his exit while Bryan is laid out in the ring. So with that, ending SmackDown, and what little segment they had last week with the new guy. Will they form a tag team? Could he be the one that spoke to him? And his new tag team partner? We'll just have to wait and see. 2-0 Live report. They recapped the last week's Captain Challenge tag team match between Team Ornate Orcan and Team Drew Gulak. About which lasted the full duration of the show. Saw the debut 205 Live debut of Angel Garza. And the second appearance of Isaiah Swerve Scott. Lorcan team would pick up the win after his teammate, Humberto Carrillo, pinned Garza for the final elimination. Cut to a video from earlier in the day. General Manager Jake Maverick congratulates Ornate Lorcan and Humberto Carrillo on the victory. Lorcan says he wants to face Drew Gulak again. Maverick responds by putting Carrillo and Lorcan in the number one contenders matchup in tonight's main event. Carrillo and Lorcan shake hands. 205 Live song introduction. Tom Phillips, Aiden English, and Nigel McGuinness welcome us to another episode of 205 Live. Phillips says that Vic Joseph is at the NXT UK Performance Center preparing for this Saturday's takeover with Cardiff. The Lucha House Party comes out. Calissa will be competing in the opening contest, with Grand Metallic and Luciano accompanying him to the ring. Six-man action, he'll be facing Ariel Berry, who is out second. So it's singles action. Both men go to tie up. Calissa shows off his speed and rolls out of the way. DeBerry with a headlock. Calissa bounces off the apron. Shoulder block sends Calissa to the mat. DeBerry plays the crowd by lounging in the corner. Reset. Waist lock by Calissa. He switches to a headlock. DeBerry sends him off the rope. Sends a flip from Calissa. 2 count. Calissa climbs. Corkscrew arm drag. Sends DeBerry to the ringside. Suicide dive from Calissa connects. Lucha chants for the crowd back in the ring. Calissa charges. DeBerry drops him to the apron. Then rips out his leg. Calissa hits the apron and the arena floor hard. He goes to climb back in, but DeBerry nails a running drop kick, and Calissa gets sent into the barricade. DeBerry in pursuit. He whips him into steel steps. DeBerry goes for a pinball back inside. Only gets 2 count. Another headlock. Calissa gets to his feet to break the hold. DeBerry catches him with a stun gun. A reverse DDT for a near fall. Big forearm into the back of Calissa. Then another. He tries for a third, but Calissa answers with an elbow. Flurry strikes from Calissa. He comes off the ropes. DeBerry with a super kick to the leg, followed by a lariat. Covers. Calissa kicks out again. DeBerry traps Calissa again. This time with a modified clutch hold. Jawbreaker for Calissa. DeBerry responds with a spine buster. Right back to Calissa's neck. Calissa begins mounting a comeback. Rope walking arm drag. He comes off the ropes. Frankensteiner for a 2 count. He goes for the Solito del Sol. DeBerry rolls to the apron. To escape, he surprises Calissa with an elbow and brings him to the apron. Suplex attempt from DeBerry. Calissa blocks it. Frankensteiner to the outside. Both men are down. Calissa clutches at his knee. Referee's count is getting close. They just beat it. Calypso climbs, 450 connects, covers. Calypso put DeBerry's leg too hard, pulls DeBerry's leg too hard, and they touch the ropes. Calypso goes for Solidity Assault again. DeBerry tears at the mask. He ties Calypso up, hammerlock lariat, and it's over. Winner by pinfall, DeBerry. After the match, DeBerry continues to assault Calypso. Metallic and Dorado run in to help. DeBerry dumps Metallic to the floor. Dorado charges him, but DeBerry stops him in his tracks. He yells to Dorado, and he doesn't need Metallic and Calypso. He offers him a chance to join him. DeBerry then leaves with Metallic and Dorado helping Calypso. The Child's Party converse with each other, ending the segment. A clip of Ornate Locan eliminating Tony Nese from last week kept the challenges played. Backstage, Tony Nese is interviewed. He's asked about teaming with Nemesis Drew Gulak. Nese says he'll do whatever it takes to win back his Cruiserweight Championship, but adds that he may need to change the way things are done. Clearly being the premier athlete is not working out. As he says, then walks away. Preview for the NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff, which is this Saturday. A commercial for WWE Shop plays. Cut to the Singh Brothers. They say that their return to 205 Live has not gone well as they've hoped. They plan on watching as much footage available to them and promise to become the greatest 205 Live tag team in the division's history. Main event time, Oney Lorcan was out first. Humberto Carrillo was out second. Now here we go. They shake hands, tie up. Lorcan forces Carrillo to the corner. Referee separates him. Reset, tie up. Second tie up. Lorcan with a headlock. Pace picks up. Lorcan with an early half attempt. Carrillo has it scouted. Nice sequence of chain wrestling ends in a stalemate and stare down. Each man takes a moment to catch his breath. Another quick sequence of counters and pinfall attempts. Crowd gives him a nice ovation. Lorcan slows the action down with a waist lock. Carrillo cartwheels out and reverses the pressure. Carrillo bounces off the ropes. Lorcan catches him with a knee to the gut. Back to the corner. Lorcan smashes Carrillo off the turnbuckle. Then starts lighting up his chest with chops. Gord busted for a near fall. Waist lock by Lorcan. Carrillo breaks free and goes for a handspring maneuver, but Lorcan nails him with a jumping uppercut. He picks up Carrillo for a suplex and drops him on top of the ropes. Lorcan now targets the midsection with a body scissor. He transitions into a rear naked choke. Carrillo turns it around into a pinning attempt, but gets hit with another knee. Lorcan back in control. Lorcan applies another waist lock. Carrillo trying to fight out. He gets to his feet. Elbows to break the hold. Lorcan makes him play with a clubbing blow. Pay with a clubbing blow to the back. Another half attempt by Carrillo blocks it. He falls behind Lorcan and lands on his elbow. Or lands an elbow. Lorcan charges. Carrillo gets the boot up. Snapmare and basement drop kick in succession. Standing moonsault with a pin. Lorcan gets the shoulder up. Springboard hip up from Carrillo. Sends Lorcan to the outside. Carrillo off the ropes. Chobaker Hilo back in the ring. Lorcan retakes control with another uppercut. Living elbow from Lorcan, but Carrillo gets his boots up. Handspring Japanese arm drag. Thanks, Nigel, for that call. Nearly wins the match for Carrillo. Lorcan is down. Carrillo climbs up. Moonsault, but Lorcan gets his feet up. Running corner elbow from Lorcan. A second. Carrillo dumps him to the apron on the third. Now they're both on the apron. Uppercut by Lorcan. Carrillo answers with a big boot. Carrillo climbs, missile drop kick. Twisting Tobe Conhilo connects. Carrillo sends Lorcan back inside. He sets him up and climbs. Lorcan pops up and uppercuts him. Both men are down again. Another half attempt, but Carrillo dodges. Powerbomb from Carrillo with a pin. Lorcan just gets his shoulder up. Back and forth striking in the center. More uppercuts from Lorcan. Carrillo fires back with a twisting roundhouse. Single leg drop kick sends Carrillo to the ringside. Lorcan fakes a suicide dive and hits half to Carrillo on the outside. Lorcan breaks the count, then climbs up to the top with Carrillo on the outside. Jumping senton. Lorcan brings Carrillo back in. They go back up top. Cannonball to a standing Carrillo, who kicks out at 2. Lorcan puts Carrillo on the top for a super half. Carrillo shoves him off, but Lorcan gets back up and goes for a superplex. Carrillo picks him up and drops him. Corkscrew, moonsault, got him. Humberto Carrillo wins by pinfall and is new number one contender. Carrillo celebrates. Commentary reminds us that this last pinfall loss was against Lorcan, so he's exercised that demon. Cruiserweight champion Drew Gulak appears on Titantron. He congratulates Carrillo for earning a title opportunity, saying that his teachings were a big reason why. I am not the same teacher I used to be, Carrillo. I am going to teach you about pain and punishment. If change is the rule, I am the law. Remember Judge Dredd? I am the law. The first one, I guess. Carrillo waves Gulak off and continues to celebrate. That's the show, my friends. Fan in attendance got to see Roman Reigns wrestle after the show went dark. That's 205 Live. Roman faced off against Samoa Joe in the post-match dark match. Reigns went on to win with the match with a spear to send the crowd home happy. Thanks to Garrett Gallagher for the ending, for the results for that. SmackDown ending, we went right into 205 Live, and the show ended with Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe for your finish. And that concludes my results for SmackDown 205 Live. Thanks again. Peace out. See you one of you. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters. Woo, yeah! Dig it!